Party, y'all.
Woo! It's a weekly retro party. Party, ooh yeah. It's a weekly retro party. Yeah, L's out. My name is UAG, and I'm on a fucking mission. Don't you be disrespectful, no bitchin'. And when I play Halo, I'm never missing. So don't be dissing, listen. Overthink game and pop them honeys. Dummies, playboy bunnies, those wanting money. We call him OTG, he kinda funny. He hating naked bitches cause he like to eat them gummies. What? Mad dads in the mug, don't say shit. Tight ass shirt, don't need to say jack shit. Motherfucker working out every day with that swole ass shirt. Gonna put you in a casket. Party, ooh yeah, it's the weekly retro party. Party, ooh yeah, it's the weekly retro party. Yeah. And now you know a little bit about the host. One from the East Coast, two from the West Coast. We gonna talk about what we gonna talk about. I'ma tell you what we not gonna talk about. Double iiRcade, knockoff games. iiRcade, I ain't saying your name, but fuck a rain, I hate the rain, fuck a Papa Doc. Y'all motherfuckers the same, I hate them games. That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. You never were a friend, you was just undercover. I don't give a fuck if I get canceled. I'ma find your head, slice it off, and I'll put it on my mantle. Party, ooh yeah, it's a weekly retro party. Party, ooh yeah, it's a weekly retro party. I never find another one like this. I never find another show like this. I just wanna party, ooh yeah, it's a weekly retro party. Party, ooh yeah, it's a weekly retro party. Party. Subscribe, baby. Subscribe, baby. Subscribe. You like my video? You like my video?
And it's appropriate to
What's
start
up?
this show. What's going on, my brother?
What's up? Hey, I was vibing to the song, dude. Some people think that song's offensive, believe it or not. But I'm here vibing. I know hip hop, dude. Like I vibe with it. You know, it's a parody off it a little bit. So I wouldn't get offended by music. Some people do. But I gotta say at the end, we gotta fix that. Console fanboy in a C no more. He changed. Yeah. He's a K now.
Listen. We had to get that fixed, you know. We got to get that fixed.
Yeah,
soon,
you know. So this is random. You know, we usually have our little WRP on Wednesdays, you know, but we decided to go live, you know, because, you know, right now, the iiRcade, you know, we saw Papa Brad do a video saying, you know, about 1,000 times. Dude, no joke. Worst Jay goes all like, hey, you notice Papa Brad's live right now? He's saying, you know, like 1,000 times. And then I get Console Fanboy and be like, dude, he's saying, you know, like 1,000 times. And then I go in the group, the iiRcade group. They're like, how many times is Brad gonna say, you know? Oh my God, dude. What's up with the white flag there? UAG, what's going on, man?
Oh, it's time. I mean,
it's time for what?
We called this about a few months ago.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the writing was on the wall. But it's official now because the mayor said so. So then that's it. It's over.
Hey, wait,
you know when you say you call it, you gotta look at the clock. Call it 9:15. 9:15. The death of the iiRcade is officially here.
It's officially here. One little thing I want to say. The Brad saying, you know, was a nervous cackle. You know,
I know you know that he knows that we know
It was like it was like something that he was nervous. I've never really paid attention to Brad, but I've never heard him say it that many times. But you're right, man. We held a funeral. We hired on Console Fanboy to run the funeral for the iArcade. People here that know the channel were there. They heard Console Fanboy's words. We had a nice little stream talking about the iArcade. And what happened after that, UAG? Well, what were the other YouTubers saying about us?
Why would you do that? You're supposed to be helping them out, and you're burying them. Blah blah blah. And then
I heard they were doing fine. I heard
it was the best part. The damage control that came literally within 24 to 48 hours. Oh, we got the sending light guns coming out.
For the first generation?
Glenn's things is gonna be backed up. Don't worry.
Yeah,
we're not leaving nobody behind.
Right, they said we got Glenn's bootleg retro show over here to save the day with this bootleg control panel. The pre-orders are going live. It was like the timing was just like, oh shit, we need to put something out. And they used Glenn, the third-party bootleg guy. But was that enough? Was that enough to save it? Because we got confirmation, man. And it ain't, and what we say ain't shit because no one cares.
Hold on. This is what we got to do. First of all, I got to give props to my man Mensa, aka Messiah's Gaming, because my man has done some thorough research. And we're not going to be bootleg. We're not going to take the credit. This man did some research, and he's been researching it for a while.
For a long time, man.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. And my man, he's not pulling this out his ass. This is government official papers, if you will. Tax evasion, shells, selling of buildings, moving, all this shit. It's out there. It's out there. Dude, so you can't hide it. You can't deny it. These are facts.
I've said it a while, dude, that the iArcade remind me of the Amico of the home arcade community. Dude, people are seeing the building shut down. Warehouse, Masai called it out. He goes, it ain't no sale. This is liquidation. That they had to get that shit out because the warehouse was not going to be a warehouse somewhere. It wasn't theirs. They had to get that shit out.
Oh, OTG, me and you were talking, right? Remember what we said? You said, man, this doesn't make sense about the gaming going on some sales. And I said, this looks like to me that they're trying to get cash on hand. You remember when you sell the games, they're not getting those publishers are not getting their money up front. They get it when I send you the check. Well, they're like this, yo, we need some cash to float us for the next couple of months because you'll put everything 25% off. Let's get as much money as we can. Let's get as much money as we can because it's over. It's over.
They don't got money to manufacture these cabs. The fact that Jong finally knocked some sense into these people that he has brainwashed, he said it out of his mouth. And we knew before, dude. If you go to the website, you could see, and we were concerned about it. We're like, dude, after the golds, they stopped selling golds. They never did promote the golds as a hardcore cabinet, but the community spun it and made it sound like, oh, it was for the hardcores. No, it wasn't. It was not for the hardcores. It was meant to be a new cabinet on sale. They never advertised this as for the hardcores. But anyways, they stopped making cabinets. Were they getting money? It's obvious. It wasn't on their website. And you had to hear it from the man himself finally. He finally says something. Well, if you follow somebody like Masai, he's been saying it forever. He'll tell you like how many cabinets they sold since like November. I forgot. It was like ridiculous. It was like hardly anything. They weren't getting anything. So it's just so funny that the man says the words. I'm not sure if you saw that live stream. Only caught a little bit, UAG. The man was like sick. He's always sick, but he was like down, like saying that there's not going to be any production.
You know. Okay, this is what happened to me. If I was like a fly on the wall,
yeah.
Fucking Dub saw this video from Masai. He's like, damn, this shit is real. Y'all got to get ahead of this because it's going to make me look like I don't know shit. And I'm the mayor, so I can't let that happen.
Easy.
So he puts out the video. Don't give the man credit. That's fucked up, Dubs. You do your work, and I give you props for that. If anything, I got to say you do your due diligence, but you should have gave the man some credit. But that's neither here nor there. So that came out.
No, wait. He gave himself credit. That's what's fucked up. He's all like, I went on a website and I looked at this. Didn't he say that? He gave himself credit. Like if he Guys, all you gotta do is Google it. He made it sound like he did
All
the
he
work.
did was he probably Googled it after he saw this shit. He's like, yo, let me confirm that this shit is real. He probably did that. But he didn't know where to look at it at first. Come on, man.
I'm telling you, the mayor has like men working under him. He was like, Michael B, go find out if this is true.
I need evidence. I need hardcore evidence.
Now this was after the video, but I saw Michael B join the group. I'm like, I could smell the reconnaissance, man. I could hear the screenshots being taken. Like I could hear that shit already. Like Michael B was in that.
This looks real. This looks real, Dubs. I gotta tell you, this shit looks real. So then, once that came out, no lie, it was like scramble. Fucking Papa bitch. He heard that shit and he was like this, yo, it's real now. It's real.
He got sad. It was like, I gotta stream this.
I gotta get on top of this because and it looked like he almost had some truth to him. He was set. He was not his jovial self when he was talking about the iiRcade. He sounded like he had to talk about a kid that he had to put down.
It's because he heard the news from the mayor. That's why the mayor made it official out there, and you could tell. But he was still doing the thing like, "Hey, if you like the games, go ahead and buy all the games on iiRcade. And if they went under, I'll still be happy. I got tons of games. I got all these ton of shitty games. Like, you know.
He said the one thing I was like, I was surprised what he said. He's like, man, they should have said about the Double Dragon because people could have bought that game. Now those games are gone. I don't like them shitty games, but you could have bought them. I was just first of all, you was praising those games.
Yeah.
You was praising those games. Now they're shitty games.
Yeah.
Now they're shitty games.
Dude, you can buy an Android box with all those shitty games, dude. Even the Ninja Baseball Batman, you don't gotta wait. You don't gotta spend money on that shit. But I understand. And this is the thing, man. This is the thing. I've heard you say it, UAG, but I know you said it trying to be nice. You always play the nice guy. But I gotta be real, man. 100%, dude. A lot of people out there are saying, no, like acting like this is a bad thing. Like they're saying competition is good, which that's true. I believe 100%. I gotta say that before I say it. Competition is good. But there is no way that Arcade 1UP saw iiRcade as competition. No. Never. They're completely different. They've said it many times too. They're completely different. One's a storefront. One's over here trying to sell you nostalgia as far as like cabinet shape, and it's just way different. Like they move different numbers. They're not in the same category, but people are acting like iiRcade going down is competition. I'm like, no, it's not.
It's like Kevin Phil saying you need another option in the poll. This guy is fucking arrested and prosecuted in Korea.
Yeah, that's the only reason they're doing the sales. That's the only reason they're selling the cabinets. It's a GoFundMe for John's Bell. John's Bell money. That's what that is. But dude, like the cabinet, like these like everyone's act like they have these great speakers. They're good. They're fucking good, but they're not the greatest.
Let's just say, okay, we'll say they're probably the best in the home arcade scene, but they're still not,
Yeah. They're definitely
not in the right home at.
But Arcade 1UP is getting better, even though I still think there's a shit. It's getting better. But I gotta say, the screen. I remember so many people were like loving jizzing on that screen. When I first got it, I tried to sit down on a stool and I saw that the washout. This was the first washout.
We called that on the show, but no. That's the same screen. That's the best screen ever. Best screen ever. 19 inches.
Yeah. So that was just my main point. Is I never saw them as competition, and a lot of people are saying that without them, like that they're acting like Arcade 1UP is not gonna innovate. They're not gonna, like, they never looked at them, dude. Like they were just in the way. And I'm gonna tell you, I gotta say it now. Everyone in here, thank you so much for coming here, because you know why? Today is a celebration. I don't give a fuck what all those other channels say. Don't be celebrating someone going down. Those are people's jobs. Blah, 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 blah. No, you know why it's a celebration? Because this community is tired of people like Papa Brad, which single-handedly, in my opinion, is the reason why the company, no one gives a fuck about that. When you have somebody representing you like Papa Brad that don't shut the fuck up, and it is so fake about it, dude, you just automatically get done. It's like, dude, him and Rainwater, themselves, it's a celebration that I don't fucking have to hear them in the future. Just hurry up and go under.
Oh, no.
Hurry up.
Listen, I am Cleo right now. I'm gonna tell you the fucking future right now. Hold on. Let me get my magic 8-ball. I predict in the very near future, those channels will become @game channels. You heard it here first. This is a fucking exclusive. They will become @game channels because they already know that Arcade 1UP don't give a fuck about them.
Yeah.
And they already pour so much hate on it that they can't go that way. They will be @games channel. And if I'm lying, smack me in the face. Smack me in the face. I will be at Southern Fried Gaming.
Yeah.
When I'm gonna look for the puddle of water and see if fucking Papa Bitch is there crying, wondering what happened.
Hey, dude. All right. I agree with you. They're probably going to be @games channels because there's not much to choose. But one thing I would say, they're going to try to keep the brand going. They're going to try to act like they got 300 plus games. They could keep making iiRcade content forever, which no one gives a fuck about that anymore. But there's people I saw like Biggie D. I'm going to call out Biggie Dick. Biggie Dick, Brooklyn Menace. All these people were acting like the gold cabinet was going to be a collector's item. Like they were happy about it.
You can't collect shit.
It.
You know how a collector's items work? Somebody has to say that it's valuable. Who the fuck is saying that fucking overpriced piece of shit is valuable?
Who's saying like that $800 to $1,000 gold is even worth it? Like nobody's gonna be chasing that. Nobody's gonna be like, remember that iiRcade gold from a long time ago? I really wish I had one. Like, no, dude, that's not a collectible, man.
This is for you, sir.
All right, 499 super chat from Console Fanboy. If Brad, Jeff, and the other iiRcadians were just honest and stop with the positive feedback for every single game, they would still be okay enablers. I 100% agree, Console Fanboy. That's why what Damien said earlier, this community reminds me so much what the Amico was. When the Amico showed previews of games that were coming to the system, like that Fox game and whatever games, a little fucking cornhole, people were eating that shit up and making it sound like it was the greatest games ever. And that's exactly what they do in this community with their new Coleco games. And
I got a
shit.
question for you because if we're going to be honest, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel that iiRcade was the problem for that? Because I felt like they overhyped everything that they did. They had a countdown for everything. They act like it was giving you gold, and I think that they just siphoned off of that. Like they got hype, like they got brainwashed. They drank the Kool-Aid, right?
Yeah.
And I really think it was part of them. I think when they realized that they fucked up is when they did that whole fucking Super Bowl shit and it become fucking 10-yard fight instead of fucking Mutant League Football. They were like this, oh shit, we done fucked up. Even Michael, whatever, the guy who disappeared, the fucking Houdini. What's his name? Say that? He disappeared. He said it. He said it on live. He's like, man, I wish I would have, they would have listened to me. They shouldn't have really pushed that agenda. I think they're part of the reason. They're part of the problem.
Yeah, he was definitely my favorite person at iiRcade. Hey, you got 1499 super chat from Gunther right here. Bradwater, #1 downfall of iiRcade, and I 100%.
I have to. Unfortunately, I have to agree. I know individuals, and I'm not going to say names, but they refuse to cover the iiRcade because these individuals were covering it and they felt like it devalued the information, the company, and everything about it.
Yeah.
When you can't even speak about your own views and you got to worry about a fucking psycho in your fucking chat saying, oh no, blah, 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 blah. Like, dude, this is not your stream. Relax.
Yeah, dude, you can't have an opinion on iiRcade because you don't got the name iiRcadians attached to you. So you can't have an opinion on it, which is so stupid because they're not even part of the official branding. Like the iiRcade Zone was 1,000 times better than the iiRcadian show. Two different shows, but production value and the way that it was presented. It's just like, dude, those two, it would Rainwater and Papa Brad, dude, anything you say, you have an opinion. They just come poof. They're there. Like it's crazy. Like Tommy Tillerico, they're there all the time. Hey, King Creole wants a link. $2 super chat.
I just sent them. I just sent it to him.
All right,
In
yeah.
that group.
Yeah, definitely got to send a couple of links out here because it's a celebration. Got to hear KC. Where's Jago wants him in, man? Gunther wants in too. Or actually, where's Jago? Give Gunther a link too, man.
He's in the same chain. He could come through. Listen, anybody who has anything, if you want to listen, the facts are the facts. We can't deny that, right? The writing is on the wall. So, unless you want to turn a blind eye to the facts, that's on you. We're just here to tell you what we think was the downfall and whether, we're going to turn the page or not. I think at this point, the page needs to be turned. Damn, I am looking handsome. Thank you.
Yeah,
man.
I don't know who the hell you're talking about, but man, you always checking yourself out. But yeah, there was times that we supported the iiRcade. I know people are going to bring that up. And there was times that it was something that we got into. But dude, like you already know what ruined it, man. Exactly what we're saying.
I was in the start. I was I was a backer in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
I saw potential for them, but they let me down time and time again. And you can't keep on slapping me in the face. You're not gonna keep on spitting in my face and tell me that it's raining. That's what you're not gonna do. And that's what they were doing. They're like, nah, man, just hold on, bro. Just hold on. It's gonna be better. It's gonna be better.
Yeah.
Listen, Mark, if you like that system, right, and you like the game, that's more power to you. I would do that too. Unfortunately, I got rid of my shit so I could get as much money as I could. Because right now, you're gonna see a lot of them iiRcades on Facebook Marketplace for about $25.
Dude, the thing is, it's really hard to sell an iiRcade.
Oh man, you have to basically give it away. You gotta start lying about it. Like, listen, this is the best jukebox system you can find. Right? We got King Creole in the crib. What's going on, brother? Come in here.
What's up?
Hot and heavy. What's up, bro? What you got? What's that?
Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
What's happening?
Well, man, we over here. We just chatting with the community, letting people know that what we've been saying for a while is finally coming to fruition because the right people said it. The right people. Yeah, we can say it till we blew in the face, but the right person said it. So now, we're in damage control right now, and I feel like it wouldn't be fair if I didn't come out here and speak my mind about it. You know what I'm saying, my brother?
Man, what we need is people speaking their mind, man. Because matter of fact, I see some people in the chat. Man, if y'all got a problem, why y'all even in the chat, man? Hey, hold on, bro, because I see some names in this chat, man, and why you here? I'm answer that question. You know who you are. Why are you here? Let's be fair. Why are you in the chat if you got an issue?
Listen, console fanboy, sniped and I'm not gonna say the word that I want to say. They already think that about me. Snipe him.
Yeah,
snipe.
Yeah, why you here? My issue is this, man.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No. I was just saying they were here because the name, man. They got to protect their name. But anyways, what were you gonna say?
Man, I dare somebody to tell me something. I was the official. All the rest of y'all was imposters. I was the so I dare you. I dare one of y'all to say my name and tell me I ain't qualified to speak on something. So I'll wait.
You have a lot of information. And I'm not gonna we're not gonna press you on that because that's not our place. But the company a little bit more intimate than most. Man, and I know that you had a lot of high hopes for the company.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
Listen, I was one of your first guests on that show, right?
That is
and the reason why I did that show is because I wanted it to succeed, man. I wanted the company to succeed. I wanted you guys to succeed. I love seeing people being happy. If that system made you happy, I wanted you to be happy, dude. I think between us three, a couple others, we probably sold more freaking trucks and games
Oh man, hey, bro.
than the company did themselves. If you had to do the math, I guarantee, man, I deserve a check. I deserve a check, but that's it. Neither here there.
We did.
But it was fun. It was fun, and it was a time where everybody's head wasn't in the asshole.
Well,
now that done changed everything. Let's add another individual here.
What up, bro?
What up?
Hold on.
I'm in the vanity.
This boy Messiah in the building. What's up, man?
The great detective. The great detective is in the building.
You can take the name off me. I'm no Sherlock Holmes. This is a whole different level over here, man.
Call that boy. Hey, book him, Dano. Hawaii 5-0.
We got another $10 super chat. Read that real quick.
All right, from Console Fanboy, just want to know one thing. Why is it okay for Dom, Messiah, OTG, and so many people to tell the truth and be swept under the rug like we're all crazy? But when P-Dub says it, it's legit.
Well, hey, so Console Fanboy, I'll tell you, P-Dubs did link Messiah video. I saw that. So
I wonder why.
I see Messiah got a link, so the information is there. But I'm gonna tell you, selective politics. Gunther, I don't know. Maybe Gunther just a sympathizer because why he getting the hate that I'm getting?
Yeah, what the hell?
I don't know.
Guilty by association. That's what it is.
But Gunther is guilty by association. So guess what? They hate me. They hate him too, and that's why we ain't doing the Zone show. We got people that's been asking where the show at. We got to tell them the truth. We got to be honest. Brad Water. I ain't gonna even say different name. Brad Water is the reason why we ain't got no Zone show. Period.
Nightmare.
You got a problem with it, you come on this live. Hey, UAG will give you a link. If you got a problem, say it directly. But I heard you saying Messiah name in the live. That's a problem. You won't give nobody no links. Brooklyn, you ain't giving nobody no link because you said your channel ain't for drama. If y'all got an issue, come live and address it.
They keep saying that
Go
shit.
ahead, Gunther. You got this. I'm gonna eat my tacos.
I mean, there's not much to say. I mean, everybody knows that it's this absolute constant dramatic bullshit with these two clowns, and it's just, and they've attacked every single person in the damn community. We've had dozens of people come out to us over this last couple of years, and we've had to deal with it as well. I mean, it's not a singular instance. Every single person has had them attack them multiple times now. It's an absolutely ridiculous mess. And I'm glad that iiRcade's finally dissolving publicly because we'll get rid of those assholes finally. We don't have to deal with them anymore. I mean,
Yeah, that's the main reason.
they will move on to at games or whatever the hell they can.
Listen, I pray to God that from your lips to God's ear that happened. But for some reason, they're like roaches, right? And so you think that you got rid of one, but then.
Well, luckily they can't afford a polycade, so you're not gonna have to worry about it.
they may band together, all put a little something on it. You know, you never know, man.
The thing is, they're always watching. They're always seeing what the hell everybody else is doing. They're going to just steal other ideas, like what we're doing with our Ant Games or Ant Stream, like what we're doing with Jam.gg, all this other shit that's free. Fightcade, like you guys are doing Fightcade. Guarantee they're going to migrate over to all that stuff. So, we're going to have to deal with them no matter what. So we're going to have to figure out how the hell to deal with them without just taking them out. I don't know what else to do at this point,
Well,
listen, I will say this. I'm not one to say, oh, this person doesn't deserve to be in the community or whatnot. That's not my place and thing. But I will say this. For you to be associated with a company like when you say iiRcade, those two names are always attached to it, and it says something to you when content creators who are starving for content won't even cover the company.
Yeah,
because that stink.
Bottom line, when iiRcade came around, we saw an opportunity to help these guys actually be successful. We wanted them to be successful. We really did, because we, just like you guys, we love the idea of competition in this space. It's only going to make everybody better. That's all there is to it. So when you have stiff competition, At Games is going to be better. Arcade One Up is going to be better. That's what's going to happen. So now that they're folding. I mean, what the hell else is going to happen, right? I mean, that's all there is to it. So now that that's going to happen, those other guys might get a little bit lazy on us because they don't have to work so damn hard. So I don't know what's going to happen, really. We'll see.
I will say this. I don't think Ad Games, I'm going to let you in, Messiah, Mensa. I don't think, I don't think that, at least Ad Games won't rest on their laurels. They've been trying to innovate. Whether I agree with what they're doing, that's another story. But I'm hoping that they keep on moving forward. Really, to be honest with you, all three, they were like, I don't think there were really much competition. They were their own things.
They were
their own things, right?
They did have their own spaces, but it's just in this home arcade industry, whatever you want to call it, it's so damn small. There's literally 20, 30 content creators in this space, and there's maybe a few thousand customers. At Games, of course, because they've been around for 20, 30 years now, some of course own it. They absolutely own it. And that's not saying Arcade One Up isn't kicking ass either. They have what we know of, millions of sales.
Bill said don't forget his first home. Don't forget his first home.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They're coming back with monitor now.
I am excited about that's going to be big time.
All right, Mr. Mensa, what you got?
Yeah.
The floor is yours, brother.
Man, the world needs to know, man. Those two guys right there were driven off. All right. I've been an iiRcade shill from day one. It was the iiRcadians who ran everybody away. And that's a fact. All right. These guys are the only ones who accepted anybody, no matter what, to play with them, all that. We supported Bash Gaming and everything they did. And then out of the blue, you go from, home ColecoVision homebrewed 2019 games, get 11 out of 10. And then you go, well, fuck Bash Bowling, who decided to put rockets into that. And you go, well, why would they say this about them? Oh, I see why. Because iiRcade Zone came into play, took that iiRcadian spot, I guess, and they had a vendetta ever since to get rid of No Quarters and King Creole, and then to shit on Bill McLaughlin, one of the greatest individuals you ever meet in your life, who brought nothing but quality games to the community. And it was Rainwater, looking at you, and Brad, who caused all this divisiveness from day one. And there's a lot of other people who are players in this too. Y'all gaslight repeatedly. Like, people forget. This is why I've been doing what I've been doing, to document your bullshit.
So to Messiah's point, I'll keep it real. Since this is what Rexer said, truth serum. So I'm gonna do my truth serum. This all started when we were in Chicago.
I was getting free iiRcade games.
Hey, when we were in Chicago and I was having a private conversation, again, I was having a private conversation with 19K Fox, Michael B. Who else? Gunther was up. You, Gunther, and some other people were out there. Private. We left the building. We were outside.
6 or 7 of us, and we're out. It was hotter than the son of a bitch in that dump. It had to been 90 degrees at least. It was fucking ridiculous.
We were having a private conversation in the and I'll keep. Well, since it's out, the conversation was between what was the issue with certain folks, the folks that were there. We were hashing out our problems. Am I wrong, Gunther?
Dude, Mike asked us. He asked us straight up. So what the fuck are we going to say? Now we're not going to talk about it. No, we're pissed off too. So we're going to tell them about it.
So the issue was there were two separate functions. There was a function of us that were hanging with Jong at whatever karaoke lounge. And then there was a group of individuals that did things on their own, which we didn't have a problem with. We were doing our thing. But somebody, Jeff Rainwater, makes a comment again on a stream saying, well, why were there two separate parties? What's going on? It started a mess. And so we were addressed outside directly. So
Wow.
you guys hear me? The people that were there, we hashed out our problem. Me and Dubs had our discussion. And what did we do at the end of that, Gunther? We went and played Breakers Revenge.
Yeah,
Everything all good.
Now, I mean, we're teaming up with Dubs to go do a damn tournament in a week.
Yeah, we told him.
I saw that. I saw that. I had to clean out my ears, but I saw it.
We working
Now-
with Dubs on that. Now
I appreciate that. Real quick though,
kept it
Mensa, read this super chat because this one's for you.
Yeah.
All right. $19 from Rudy. I'm just happy the group is finally getting the credit for what they have been putting out. The real iiRcade community group's been sharing the truth since day one. Messiah, glad you're getting credit for all your hard work. I appreciate you, man. You always been looking out. Thank you.
I've always put some work in for sure. And he's yeah. The only reason they don't like him is because his shit's been true. That's one reason why.
But you can't be mad at that. You can't be mad at the facts.
Be mad about the facts, right?
But
all I've been doing is highlighting people's words and putting it out. They've been getting mad at what they've been saying about themselves.
Exactly.
Like I just screen caption, like, "Hey, is this true?"
The
And then
receipts
they
don't
freak
lie.
out. You know.
But I'll land the plane real quick. Now the whole issue was when we were we were video talking, which I think wasn't cool. And I told Brooklyn that the same.
I saw it live. It was Brooklyn.
Yeah, I told him. I said, "Why are you doing that?" I asked him to pull it down. He didn't pull it down until John told him to pull it down. Then he pulled it down because that was a private conversation. Camera should go off. If we outside the party, I'm not coming here with no camera. Ooh,
Yeah.
y'all talking.
Dude, I saw that video.
Yeah,
you're live having a good time talking about some situation.
We were
it was on Brooklyn's channel. Yeah, I saw that.
We were addressing the problem. So after that, guys, in community, after that, the target got bigger, and it was we got to get rid of them too. So let me do whatever it takes to get rid of them two off that channel. And then my plane is landed.
Just in case y'all didn't know.
I've been trying to parlay with these cats for a while now, asking to speak with them, go live with them, whatever, to get off their chest. Cowards. They refuse, and then they take pop shots 24/7 at UAG, making these subtle, veiled comments, quoting him. And then you call them out, and then they circle jerk like we're stupid. We don't know what they're talking about. It gets... it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, man.
It's like you know what you're doing, and then when you get hit back, when you get called out, you cry.
Yeah,
problem.
You can play some bigotry crap or do whatever you guys do, and then go, "Oh, you talked about my nose or my finger, my peg leg," like
making up stuff, Messiah.
Making shit up. We know you have feet too, Rainwater. Rainwater sat there and said. Casey said he had no feet. I got no legs, like some shit off of kids.
Cue the video.
And this guy's running around. I'm 100% handicapped, fool. You ain't the only handicap. So don't think you can go around trying to use that for clout when
that's when you try to deflect.
Yeah,
and iiRcade individuals, unfortunately, I don't know. I can't speak for the majority of them, but ones that are outspoken. Most of the time, they love to deflect and make you look over here. Don't look here,
dude. All the time.
It's tiring. Like half the stuff that iiRcade has gone through.
When John D said I didn't brush my teeth. What about that?
Dude, like that's what I'm saying. Like half the shit. If Arcade One Up did it, they would burn him at the stake. They would burn him at the stake. But give him a chance. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
dude. It was getting bad even with me that they were trying to get me because I hang out with somebody, so they were after their actions. I'm responsible for their actions because I know who they are or I was friends with them. Well, I don't even really talk to them. It doesn't matter. Even if I was really close, it was the reaching that I saw this week that was really hard. It was on a lot of people, but they were just trying to deflect the situation, all the heat that Brad caused on himself. And it was getting spread out to other people.
He cheddar bobbed him his own ass. He cheddar bobbed himself. You can't be mad at that. Those are facts. Go ahead, bro.
I want to speak about Nick's gaming. Nick, this is for you. I don't know what your deal was trying to defend, Brad and his bigotry against Steps, but then you sat there while Moats, UAG, OTG got on the air, and you called these guys children for being irate about bigotry. And then you sat there and said, well, She Lines doesn't care or whatever, and she forgave, which she clearly said she didn't. You know, and then you sat there and you became a pacifist again after you got called out by Mo and go, I hear you, acting like you never did it. But you sat there and you trolled on other people's accounts, sitting there saying these people are children and godless for being mad about bigotry. Fuck you. Ian.
Mr. Miss.
Well said, sir. Well said. God damn it. I commend you.
Mic drop. But the whole thing is, fellas, man, all our goal was to come in, provide a different. People were talking about news and speculation and stuff. We wanted to talk about the different games and different competition. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
You had a different spin on it, and it was
we
cool.
had a different spin. But we realized that because we didn't maybe look like some folks may have wanted us to look, or maybe we wasn't the people that they wanted, then they're going to have a problem and try to get us out. And that's all we wanted to call out. We ain't afraid. We're not hiding behind. We don't do no drama, because I don't feel speaking truth is drama. See, that's what's happened these days is people call speaking their truth is drama.
They sold 2 cabinets, by the way, John Blaze. 2 cabinets. I'm sorry, 3, if I recall. It's going to Kickstarter. No, it's not coming out.
Oh, for the
you might want to get that on Steam, baby boy.
Oh, you talking about the boxing game, boy?
Yeah,
The retro knockout.
I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
They forgot about it too. Guarantee you they did. They're like,
They forgot about it. They got out of their warehouse.
we gonna push that. They're like, yo, that's gonna cost money to optimize for that. They're like, man, let's just cancel that.
Hey, if you do get that cabinet, you could take off the boxing skin and see Retromania Wrestling under there. You ain't gonna get no official one.
Hey,
you get a 2-for-1. You get a 2-for-1. That's a good thing, man. Are you knocking that, OTG? That's a good hustle right there.
That's funny. I see Haywood calling out some stuff that me and No Court have been saying for the longest. People will not address you directly. Pull that comment up. Hey, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it. Hi, Rexter is a coward. He won't even answer a phone call like a man. He has to control the narrative by making video.
100%.
So here's my thing.
1000%.
How many times we didn't ask people, hey, give me a link. Let's chat about it. Let's talk about it. Let's have a discussion. Answer the phone. But you go in like 2 minutes later, go make a video. I don't understand that. If we can hash this out right now, why go and make a video? That's wasted video time. Let's hash this out.
Because you get views from your video. Beautiful views that everybody's selling fucking balls for. Some
OTG, this one's for you, bro.
All right, 49.9 Super Chat from Console Fanboy iiRcade's what's the demise is 100% proof. Am I saying that right? That karma exists and should be taken at this lesson. Be careful who you choose to represent your company. That one wasn't for me, but anyways, I appreciate that. That's 100% true.
Now, we still got a poll going up, and we asked the community. He said, iiRcade, what killed it? We got Shitty Games, Console Fanboy, Brad, and too many AAA games.
The percentages.
And as of right now,
looking like?
Brad, is leading tremendously with a 42%, and Shitty Games with a 35%. And I think that is really 1 and 2. If you got to be honest with you, that is 1 and 2. That is 1 and 2.
Man.
Oh my God,
that's close.
And as Console Fanboy did super chat earlier about what does he need to do to get his number up. He's dropped. He was at 19. You're at 13%. I think you need to do a couple of more ladder games or a video on eggs, maybe. I really think that Console Fanboy probably sold more units as well between our Truxton and his shitty ass shit that he was doing.
Yeah,
that brought eyes to the company. If you really want to be honest about it.
Hey, one thing I never respected since we just talked about Rexer was the one thing I never understood. Rexer's his connection with iArcade is so weird because he would criticize the crap out of Arcade 1-Up for little petty things. His reach goes pretty far sometimes, but with iArcade, it's like he's blind to that company. There's like, you can like legit make some criticism and you don't have to be a dick, but his thing was always extreme one way. Like he could never give props or be honest or be real, but it's a weird character that he is. Like a lot of times, dude, I'm real aggressive. I say a lot of crazy shit, but I can at the same time like say when something's good. Yeah, there's a balance to it. And he just doesn't have it. And I never understood why with iArcade, there is nothing bad for him to say, man. It's so weird.
So it seemed like that dude Rexer. Oh shoot. Oh man.
Because of his
Haywood is on. Haywood is on it. Oh,
That's it.
Man.
Haywood is unhinged.
What? I have not seen this side of Haywood.
He's been like that for a minute right now. I've been loving it. He pull out that little leprechaun, that little fucking Keebler elf self. I can't stand that motherfucker.
Who pissed off Haywood, boy?
That is funny shit.
That is funny as hell.
Oh my god.
Hey, but
I'm waiting for his balls to drop so his voice get raise up like 3 octaves.
I think everyone's just tired of Rexer's shit.
What are you talking about, guys?
Rexer, Kev, Gret.
So I want to know, Rexer did a 360 because when I first seen him, when I was watching, I think it might have been Ralph. Ralph had a show or something. What was he doing?
Here we go with the whataboutisms.
I think he was working with him on something. That's the first time I've seen him, and he wasn't like this. I don't know when this dude did a 360, and now he's bashing and attacking. I've never seen him like that until recently.
Yeah. When I saw,
man, you ain't been paying attention. You ain't been paying attention because he got a lot of hate in himself.
Yeah, I hadn't been paying attention.
But he was never like this because
he just need a Hummer or something.
All right, before
he got one of those, he'd probably be better off.
Before the arcade community, I knew about him through the retro community because of one of my friends, Alpha Nerd. He would do like my friends all into speed runs. So he knew Rexer because the reason I remember him, he goes, "Oh, my friend Rexer." Something about they were doing some competition on Road Rash, but he was using a Mister and playing like the wrong version that was actually 50 frames, slower. So I remember that he was like talking about Rexer. He would always talk about Rexer. So when I came into the scene, the first video I saw was when he made like a Donkey Kong. He was a little more laid back.
That's what I saw.
He was never like this. So once he got views, because I always heard that he was like always like real like chasing views like real hard. He was trying to grow his channel. It was never growing. So I think once he found out this niche that he could talk about Arcade 1-Up and like I guess criticize them in the way he does. And he started getting views, and now it's just a formula that he won't stop. And it's 100% a character.
If it works, it works. Yeah. Because he's done other videos and they don't perform, and he knows that. I called him on that shit. I'm like, "There's nobody cares about your fucking Mike Tyson punch out video. Like, keep on doing the hate Arcade 1-Up shit. It works." And he's like, "You're right. That's the science. That's the formula. And even if you don't believe it, he'll he plays his part. I can't knock him for that, but it's ridiculous sometimes.
Dude, he'll always run away like a dog though, because like I remember whenever he first got into it, I think the instance when he first came out and was aggressive was when P-Dubs made that video about him and Michael B with the Simpsons thing. That's when Rexer first came out and he was arguing and someone started like kind of going back at him, and then he ran off he's like, "I'm gonna go play some Donkey Kong," and he got off the stream. But he also did that with Michael B. And Michael B took his shit like months later. And what was this over? I forgot. UAG.
Oh, it was the donations. It was the donation.
Yeah. Like you should show proof in this. It was over the same thing, but months later. And Michael B took it, man. And I remember me and my friends were in the chat like, "What's Michael B doing there? Why is he there?"
He took it. I don't know how Mike B did that. Yeah, Michael B, if you hear this, man, you a stand-up guy for that one. I would have, boy.
Yeah, I had to write Michael B like, "Dude, I respect you for what you did." While at first I was like, "You have no business there," but Rexer left like a dog. He couldn't listen to anything. Like he just runs off like a dog. So he doesn't like to hear anyone's opinion. You can't reason with the dude. And I think people are tired of his shit, like Tech Buzz. Like he's right here calling him out. He's a coward. When he answers the phone, call like a man. He has to control the narrative by making videos with his lapdog. It's 100%. That's what he does. That's why I don't respect him, man.
Chris. So Chris says he remembers when Rexer did quiz game show.
Oh yeah,
that's when he was his best. I really like just doing that. He had his own lane, and I liked it. I enjoyed him at that moment. I broke bread with this man.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Wow. We met the dude. We played pinball with him. We
met
had
him.
a fun time.
Cool, chill.
Wow.
He was cool,
Right?
man. Cool as fuck. I had a great time with him. We have a picture with him. Wait, was Ralph? No, Ralph wasn't at that one. B was there, and dude, what was kind of crazy is that afterwards he kind of threw during that Michael B thing. He kind of threw Ralph under the bus. Like Ralph, I know you get mad at me for saying this, but he started saying private conversations of what him and Ralph said, and then he threw
But
us under
totally
the bus.
misled it because it wasn't what he
Ralph
made
said.
it out to be. Just so he can, push his agenda. And that's the one thing I can't respect for him because he's a master manipulator and he'll do whatever he has to push his agenda and doesn't care who he hurts. Because again, we were friends.
About is the dichotomy of our industry. We have the people that focus on gameplay and the people that focus on purely creating drama and bullshit content. And so everybody's finally realizing the guys that do just content just to fuck with everybody and to have worthless content pretty much is what it boils down to. Just trash content doesn't help anybody but those guys to get views on their channel.
Yep.
You know, I interrupted that just because I consider myself a drama channel. I talk all kinds of shit. And
Well, you admit it though.
I see myself more as an entertainer, but like I just like I get in my moods, I get crazy, and I like to just have fun on the camera. But at the same time, I know when a person's a good person. I know when I'm a little bit different. Like I don't stay like that all the time. I can be a real person and have a real conversation. Right. Unlike man, what Rexer does is some evil shit. Some of the agendas, like the one that he pulls, he keeps bringing up that John D when he knows it wasn't like that. This dude will pull agendas up the ass, and you can just tell how disingenuous he is, man. And he'll go on no proof, none at all. Anything he does, he has no proof. He doesn't show proof of anything. So I can't stand the dude. No respect for him.
The Godfather got his finger up.
What was this like the other day? What was that where he pulled Godly's comment up?
Yes,
like, and you could tell that was directly at Rexer to call him out, and that motherfucker spent it. And was like, yeah, man, you're right. And they made it as if Golly was siding with him.
Yeah.
You were so disingenuous.
Because nobody's going to go fact check this bitch.
You knew what you were doing.
Hey, Jago, appreciate that, man. Hope you're watching Old School Gamer now.
He's stupid. He's stupid. You made me bring up that comment. I didn't read it. So
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh man, but for real, guys,
Jago wants to see Tech Buzz. If he wants to come in, it would be nice.
Tech Buzz, you send me a message. You are in because I've been loving you lately.
Hey, Tech Buzz, hey, he's unhinged. He tired.
Well, you know what? He's original OG, and he sees
big OG,
and he's been in the community, and he saw the amount of love. Yo, he was one of the original supporters for iiRcade as well.
Facts.
But he's tired of all the bullshit, and the bullshit will get you where you at right now. We all looking at each other. Oh, look at what the fucking cat dragged in here. This motherfucker right here.
Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
Damien.
God damn it.
Damien did it.
Yes.
I
get a fucking link. God damn it. I have to hear it. I was like, I gotta go put my goddamn 2 cents in it.
Walk and talk. They're gonna say you stole that from Papa Brad, Damien.
No. I'm
You've been
doing it, fucker.
You've been doing it. I know.
No. God damn it. Fucking walk and talk. Fuck them. Hey, I don't own a Fast and Furious, but I do own an Eclipse. I don't need that fucking piece of shit arcade game anyways. I want to talk about this drama. Yes. I want to fucking address it all because they're all everybody fucking lies. Everybody. You only do it for fucking views. That's why you do it. Rexer does it, and I'm cool with Rexer. I don't have a problem with Rexer. I love his content because it's just fucking hilarious. It makes me laugh. And y'all can agree with me. You don't have to.
No one agrees with you, but you got your opinion.
Hey, that's my opinion. We all have assholes.
Yeah, you can have an opinion.
Fuck.
Yeah,
that's what I said. You still here, motherfucker? So go ahead and say what you gotta say.
Yes. But anyways, goddamn, I was like, goddamn, I gotta fucking get a link, and then somebody sends me a link magically, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll join. I'm walking right now. I ain't got a problem with this. Let me run my mouth off for a little bit.
Go.
But anyways,
stop saying that you're gonna run it off and run it.
Well, what do you want to know? What do you ask me some questions?
You say you're gonna run it out.
It's kind of hard. You know, wait. Hold up, because I'm kind of lost on the situation. I came into it late. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but you wanted a link? Oh man,
He's like a deer in the headlights right now. Oh shit, I'm on the spotlight, but
he didn't think UAG was gonna send that link. He got surprised.
But hold on. Let me make my point clear. I don't own an iiRcade. I've never seen one in person. When I went to OTGs, it was gone already. So they're like a fucking unicorn to me. I'm glad they don't fucking exist in my fucking world. They're trash. But I give you all some credit. When that bitch is hacked, I will find one because I'm gonna hack the shit out of it myself.
Oh.
yeah, all you gotta do is use the monitor and the body, man.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, it's possible.
I
think Messiah has some pictures. He can show you how badass you can make it.
We got a $2 super chat from Console Fanboy. He said, "Remember when they called you homeless? When Brad called you homeless?
You didn't get offended and cry,
Well,
did you?
see, that's the thing. They don't know nothing.
Hey, wait, did he do that? Did he?
They don't
He
know
did.
nothing about
He
me.
did.
That's the
Yeah, he
only
did.
thing
He
they
said a
go
lot
off.
of things about him.
They don't know nothing about me, and that's all they can go off of, bro. They don't know nothing.
How did that come about?
So they were fishing. But
And that's when he called console fanboy special needs. RETARD as an educator.
they can all. You know what? See, they're lucky I ain't going to the fucking convention y'all going to. Because if I would go, I'd confront their bitch asses. I'm very confronting. Ask OTG. No, I don't play around when it comes
Look
to
what
it.
Jason M said.
Damien, they not going to no convention. Trust me.
Because I do conventions all the time.
No, I said none of the people that talk mess will actually show up to a convention. They won't come. They're going to hide behind that keyboard. What we call them, keyboard crips.
The keyboard cowboys. No, keyboard cowboys.
I like Crips. It's funny.
Yeah, keyboard crips. That's what they are.
We got a $10 super chat from Rudy saying the side load hack coming soon.
I can't wait for it because then I'll find one. I'll go look at Big Lots and fucking Ross and all those.
He's had that for quite a while.
Dude, that's one thing you don't know, Damien. These arcades are not that popular, man. You're not gonna find them at Big Lots or Ross.
I have found at games at Ross. I found
but at games. I think at games is like almost double the size, triple the size of iiRcade. You got.
You know what? This is like saying you can find a Glenn's retro stick at Big Lots. It's like equivalent to that.
Facebook marketing, man. Good luck.
Yeah, you'll find it on Facebook. Good luck.
No.
See, brand new in the fucking box.
You ain't gonna find none of that shit around over here in my neck of the woods, bro. Ain't none of that in my neck of the woods.
You can find one and offer up in LA, brand new in the box.
No, see,
Toxin, you going, bro? If Toxin's going, I'm gonna be. Listen. We're gonna have a fun ass time. Yo, whoever got me, mute yourself. Mute me.
I think Gunther right there.
So y'all can all say that Brad's dead already?
What's that?
I think you're lit up. Like we're hearing our it's just a bot running.
Sorry, man.
Oh no, it just all started. All right,
We got another one.
Oh, it's still there. Wait,
I will sell mines already modded. Okay, Rudy. Rudy's over here making deals. He said, "Damon, you could come through, pick this up."
Dreamcast games, though.
I don't know. You would have to pay me to take one of those damn things.
Hey, Damien. So since
you just said you was looking for one.
Tell me what you think about Brad. Tell me what you think about Brad, man. Did he ruin the iiRcade, or do you feel like he has just a stench to it? Like, what are your opinions on that?
Honestly, trash. Wikipedia.
Oh,
but answer the question. God damn it!
Trash.
Do you think that Brad is the fuck all that fucked up the iiRcade? Yes or no?
Everybody in that little niche community probably fucked it all up.
Okay.
Brad Water.
That's why I should have muted this guy. He don't know what the man. If I'm boy.
I'm blaming everybody. Fuck him. I don't give a fuck.
He just wanted to be in the spotlight.
Deal with him.
He just want to be different and shit.
I've always been different. Look at my channel.
Name 5 games iiRcade has.
Every fucking video. I don't regurgitate my shit. No.
Hey, Mensa got a challenge. Name 5 games, Damien.
5 games from what?
iiRcade games.
I mean, honestly, look, the ones that I know are the ones that I play on every other fucking device out there.
Everything's a
Dragon.
knockoff, Damien. So,
So
like I
there
said,
is
Street
no-
Fighter
Just,
4
just
got
name
made
some
him wrong.
bootleg titles.
Wait. Double Dragon.
Not if you buy one new, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well,
Hey, dude,
the fucking wannabe joust game, whatever that one was called.
we got a little commercial here.
Galacticon,
My man said
Hey.
I got 5 games right here, right
No,
now.
I don't know any. I don't know.
Here's
any
a good
except for
question
the
for Mensa. He
Dragon
said,
Slayer.
all right, Kevin's asking, is there any new news since losing the office, or are we just kicking the can?
They're kicking the can.
The new news.
I think it's
Oh, you missed out where they're tax delinquent by about $90,000. Are you talking about that new news or?
Aren't they in a house now? They're not in the office. They're in the house now, right?
Man, I don't know what the heck is going on with the office. I mean, John came out himself and said they were evicted. So I mean, it's not like I'm spreading anything. You know,
You're just giving us the information.
Tenants. There's no list of iiRcade ever as being tenants of that building, which is interesting. Everyone else is listed for the last 2-3 years. When you do the whole Google thing, they only show up during the 90,000. They show up during the year of the Game and Brew.
Yeah.
But then when you look at the other timestamps, their stuff is never up there.
You know, I got a question for Mensa, man. All right, so I remember when I first heard about iiRcade, it was during a stream, and I saw Jong was on that stream, and I think that's the one that he was crying on, if I remember correctly. I heard about that he was crying.
Yeah.
So, oh no, I think I asked and I heard that he had cried. So I had heard that he had another company that failed, and he didn't want this one to fail. And I think that's
very aware of that.
A lot of people wanted to support him after that, which is cool. I totally can support that. But the thing, what you said recently is that video was the video that Jong just did that was so weird. He was like kind of quiet. He did mention about I guess they're looking for another building, their warehouse is down, all that was very similar to the other company he
take
had.
that video that you just spoke about and take the new Jong video and put them head to head. It's the same damn video.
Sounds like Amigo talk to me. Sounds like a bunch of Amigo talk to me.
Just real quick, that video that you're talking about, that P-Dubs was doing an interview with him.
Yes.
And that video that single-handedly changed the whole thing for iiRcade. That's everybody started backing him. Like then that felt like a family. Like we need to support this man
because he took all
and help him through
money, and he started iiRcade with a Kickstarter that he started and failed with. He took tens of millions of dollars, took their money, didn't refund none of that back, and started iiRcade with it. And where's the money? Where's the product of it? You know, if you got tens of millions of dollars, you're seeding tens of millions of dollars, you have all these units and all that. What are we getting from it? You know, where's the licensing? You know, where's the quality? Where's the products? You know, and then now for 2 years he's been tax delinquent. You know, 2 years he hasn't done any annual reports. Every year in Delaware, you're supposed to file an annual report by March. And when you look at the receipts that I put up, it's been multiple years he hasn't done nothing. And yes, it's about $89,200. So yeah, I rounded up. You know, sue me. You know, because I'm sure he will be. You know, but yeah, it's ridiculous.
So when's the funeral? That's what I want to know.
The funeral's been there. It's done. It's over. I gave you our funeral a few months ago.
Thank you for taking our money.
The funeral is Game and Brew.
You know, thank you for.
Send me a link. I want to watch it so that way I can laugh at it.
No quarter said Game and Brew.
That was the funeral.
Anybody who went to Game and Brew, tell me the truth. Did it look like a legit office space to you?
No. Looked like they moved in the day before. They moved some shit in the day before. They're ready to move out the day after.
Did it look like a real office space to you?
No, it was insane. It was absolutely insane. It literally looked like they had just moved a couple things in the day before. I'm not kidding, man. I was like,
no quarter was sweating like he ran a marathon. It was that hot.
Listen, you're not a sucker, bro. You're not a sucker. You got a good system. You enjoyed it. You played.
So what we've been getting with the backlash was nothing but buyer's remorse. Oh crap, this guy is right. Now I gotta defend my purchase, which was probably a poor purchase. But you know, I'm just bringing the facts. You know, like what you like. You know, if you bought it for $100 and you got 100. Like I bought the At Games Mini for $199. That's like $1 per game for 300 games. I love every game that I bought on it. I'm happy with it. You know, you don't have to like it. I don't have to like it. You like it, but that's not what iiRcade modeled after. When those Kickstarter folks got it, they said this was going to be the end all be all. John put out stuff on fundable sites, which he took down and flagged as false, but I got a web archive. He passed off Shredder's Redeem.
He did his shit, man.
Boy, he's got documents and documents,
he
videos, audio.
You better never fuck up on the internet because Mensa is gonna find your shit and he gonna tell you about it. He can be like, if you said XYZ, I got the receipt.
Boy, it was not. We were fighting back and forth, and thank God we smoothed that over, man. Because I was worried about that. I was like, this gonna be
no
tough.
quarter was nervous as hell.
Hell yeah, I was. I was like, I want that boy on our side for sure.
He's like, sir, Mensa, me and you are cool, bro. Me and you are cool. I just want you to know that.
Good, man, we're good.
Hey, Mensa,
I only bring energy to the people who bring it to me. I don't just come after you.
That's true. That's true.
You know, unless you've done something to me, then I get hyper focused. I admit that. I am hyper focused.
Oh, we know that. We know that. We got proof.
You know,
real quick, I have a private message right now that I checked, just wanting Tech Buzz to come on. So Tech Buzz, if you want to come on, you don't have to. I sent you a link on Twitter.
Come on in,
but
Tech.
people want to hear what you got to say. So just
come on.
The drama will continue.
And Tech Buzz, just real quick. Since I don't give a fuck, you can curse on here. You can say all the fuck you want.
And you can drink too. You can drink too, Gunther.
This ain't your channel, so you can do whatever the fuck you want.
We're pounding blue labels.
Don't be like
I guarantee you, the right people will see it. The right people will see it. We got another $5 super chat from my man Jack the Ripper.
All right, the money. Wondering where the money's at. Rudy, aka Jack the Ripper, says it was spit in a karaoke bar in South Korea, and Coke singing the final countdown.
Yeah, me and Casey were just talking about that. We were told we can't drink on the show. We can't cuss, all this kind of shit. Then there's a CEO fucking drunk, wasted, singing on the damn live.
That's why you shouldn't have live buttons on phones. They should eliminate that. That's a bad decision waiting to happen.
He's got his boy passed out on the damn couch. He's singing to him, pouring beers on him and shit. I mean, what are we doing? And that's the lout that's telling us that we're not professional? Like, what are you doing? What are you talking about?
But you know what I don't understand about that, though? Is that you want to be relatable. All of us is probably at home playing the games, having some drink. We're not going that far. That was a little far. But you know, when y'all doing, you know, that's just gaming, bro.
At the Game and Brew, it was the funniest shit. He gets up on the mic. Everybody's dying. It's 100 degrees in the damn place.
It was hot as shit.
And nobody wants to drink a damn thing. Everybody wants to get the hell out of there. John goes, all right, everybody, let's get drunk. And everybody just goes, oh, just groans like, fuck no, man. It was really brutal. Holy hell. Yeah. So if Brad and Rainwater were ever going to show up, that's where they would have shown up. You know, that's where they would have shown up, and they will never show to a live event that anybody is going to be at.
I would love to meet them. I would love.
Wouldn't you love to meet them?
Boys.
You never will.
I would. Anybody that's ever come at me, I would love to meet you because you know what? I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to get in your face.
They'd be the guy that pull up in their car and they roll the window down that much and talk to you through the little slit, you know, and then drive away as soon as you become aggressive.
Just like the last asshole that come at me like that.
All we want is you to just. Hey, we here live. Let's talk about it. That's it.
Well,
stop with the behind the back shit.
I have met this gentleman in person. I broke bread with this motherfucker.
Yeah, wait, we did.
Oh wow.
I broke bread with. Right after that, literally, like the week after. This is when he started his rant on me and about my sunglasses. About this.
That's crazy.
You better calm the fuck down. You don't know what the fuck's going on with me.
And you met him in person.
You in a dark room.
We both met him in person. Me and UAG. We had a good time with him. We went over to the Stringer Films' place. Brett came back and he would come to our show, be like, OTG's legit, UAG's legit. Like he was supportive.
So who is the battery in his back? Is it Brooklyn or is it Rainwater?
I don't know. They got in his ear.
Somebody got in his ear.
But what started it was the sunglasses thing. he started making fun of our show for doing sunglasses, and that's when it started. And ironic, look at him now. What's he wearing on his face?
Sunglasses.
Yeah.
From
Yeah, he's copying
1965.
Cuddles.
Like
He
he's a
trying to
fucking, like he got glaucoma and shit.
What's that
Memphis
Las
said-
Vegas cover of that movie? Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Where
Yeah,
he looks like
yeah.
that fucking shit, man.
Fuck
Hey,
out
hey,
of here.
It's probably my
Fucking
name,
corn
man.
muffin.
Yep.
He's a
Memphis called
fucking
it out.
premium. He's not a premium. He's a Jiffy. 59-cent a pack corn
Dollar
muffin
Tree,
mix.
the Dollar Tree version.
Now,
Miss-
yes.
Say that loud, Minister. He ain't start wearing glasses till who wore them?
Cuddles.
Cuddles.
Miami Cuddles.
Yep, bingo.
I'll tell you, me and Dubs were talking about this. Those guys were actually really good community members before they both got their channels going. If you remember,
Who the
Brad
fuck
and
is that
Rainwater,
guy?
Yeah.
they were. That's your CEO right there.
All right. In case you haven't seen it, wait, how do you make it bigger?
He's singing his own theme here.
I've never seen this before.
Really?
The fuck is that, a vibrator?
Is he drunk at the end of this or no?
He's actually
I think he was at the start of it. He was
Wait,
drunk.
Final
completely
countdown.
sober.
It's
Holy
the song
shit.
He's drunk.
outside of Eye of the Tiger, of course, and of course, Living
Show
in a
his boy on
Prayer.
the couch.
I
That's
sort
some
of
funny
those two
shit.
songs, which is too high for me.
There
to-
he is.
Wait, right here. Sorry.
Show the boy.
Yeah, he's drunk.
Who the fuck are
see
those
it.
drunk fools?
Guys,
I don't even
when
think
I
that guy's
return
eyes
home,
are open.
I look
Yeah,
forward
that
to
looks
seeing
like
you
me at
again.
the casino the other
Love
night.
you guys. I'm a little drunk, so but I wanted to return to
missed
where
it.
we were, where we're having fun.
Wow.
All right.
Now,
And
let's
this
count
guy told you.
If that was John D and Arcade went up, I guarantee you, the whole fucking community would have fucking went. They would have.
Yeah.
They would have lost their shit collectively. Collectively, they would have lost their shit and said, "You know what? Cancel that fucking. Cancel them right now."
Imagine
was
Rexer.
backstage.
Rexer would have done a show like hardcore just to cancel John D.
Hell, he would have got
Everything.
5 shows worth.
That's pretty bad,
The,
guys.
the world would have ended. It would have stopped on this access, and that's it.
That's
Come on.
professionalism. But meanwhile, me and
You gotta
Gunther are
guess.
drinking juicy juice.
Oh, we got a guess, UAG.
Oh, who was that? Is that
Wait a
Tech
minute. Wait a
Bud?
minute. Wait a minute.
Who
We
got,
got
it?
an OG in the building. Let's bring him on.
Hey,
What up, bro?
hey, what up?
Oh, look at this guy.
What's up,
Hey,
dude?
Look at,
blink twice.
look at that
Uh-oh.
guy.
Hey, I think people are excited for this.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, what's he doing?
He didn't. He went. He
Remember-
Went and did something.
Lord of mercy.
Look at the. Is there dust on his shit back there?
It sure
Oh,
looks
yeah.
like
Oh,
it.
of course. If anybody would notice, it's you.
Look at the dust on that.
First of all, OTG told me about your shit. Your shit is dusty. Look brand new.
Dude,
Look
this
brand new.
dude-
Do you even play your
dude,
shit?
This dude came to
stuff?
my house, dude, and was all like, "It looks a little dusty." I'm like, "Dude, get out of here."
It
This guy's
was.
bad.
It was, and then even the fucking camera equipment had dust.
Damn.
I know OTG, and that's one thing is not dusty.
That boy got some-
He cares
Wait,
about his shit
the,
like.
the only thing that wasn't dusty was the tech deck. You know.
You just a hater.
All
No,
right.
I'm fucking with OTG. He knows how I am with him. That's the only guy that I actually trust in this community because honestly, we've met in person. and
Man, shut
outside
up.
of
You've been
YouTube.
talking long enough. We got tech buzz.
We
God
got
damn it.
us here.
Wait. Ask him.
Can't hear you, man.
Is that dust behind you?
We
bro?
can't hear you. We can't hear you.
No audio.
Okay, he'll get it here. But what's up, Damien?
Oh no. I'm just saying. We've met in person outside of YouTube, bro. This is, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It
We
is what it
fuck
is.
around. There. Wait.
I heard this is the way you piss Rexer off.
Oh.
I heard this is the way you piss Brad off, even though he wears them stupid yellow shades.
Put your hat on backwards.
Oh yeah, I gotta do that.
Throw the
too,
hat
right?
backwards. There you go. Now,
There we go.
Hey,
Okay.
Brad.
now you're talking.
Do I fit in now?
Oh,
And with
shit.
shit.
Shit, you
Listen,
took
over
you
and
took
over
the
again.
spotlight with those.
Listen,
shades, bro.
I gotta say though, what Gunther said earlier is what it's all about. We should be focused on playing these games. I can't even look at this iiRcade anymore because, first of all, I have
You
a
sold
church
it?
that's wanting to buy that and the NBA Jam. They asked me to hold it. It's still sitting over here. But every
Don't
time I
sell the
look at it,
NBA,
I
man.
see the toxicity that group has that has caused that iiRcade. I want nothing to do with it. I'll take it outside and blow it up.
Do it. Do it. No,
like that's where I'm at.
Mine's
If
in the pool
they
house.
don't want it, that's what I'll do. I'll destroy it.
Do it.
I got no patience for this anymore. I'm tired. I'm tired of guys like Rexer, and Brad's another one. He's a coward. I tried calling him 10 times. I have receipts on that.
He doesn't want to
He
talk
will
to you.
not
His
pick
number?
up the
Whoa,
phone.
whoa. You got his number?
Yeah, I got his number.
God damn.
He'll pick up he won't pick up the phone, but he'll make a video about me, and then he'll skew everything I said. I told him if he wasn't going to pick up the phone, I'm done with him. I'm blocking him on everything. You know what he tells all you guys in the video and everybody else that's watching? He says, "Oh, TechBuzz says I'm done." Ooh, I don't know what that means. It means you're done, pal. I want nothing to do with you. You're gone. You don't exist. You're going back to the 2 little viewers that you get every freaking time you do a show because nobody flipping cares about what you have to say.
Both his channel.
And they can go to Wikipedia
one of those
for that.
One of those viewers is
himself.
is Rexer's lapdog, and the other one is you watching it and monitoring it. That's what's going on, and I'm tired of it. I just can't deal with it anymore.
He's right.
I mean, he must have really had a blonde moment the other day when he made that video. I hate to say it. That's what I'm thinking. He had a really bad blonde moment, or he didn't have his coffee.
No, he's done that too many times for it to be a blonde moment.
It wasn't
UAG's absolutely right. One
we
time,
got a $5 super chat real quick. The retro gamer right here. I mean, Retro Ranger says,
Ezekiel,
"Hey,
the Chicago Retro Ranger. Put respect on that name.
Then fucking read it, motherfucker."
All right, if you don't just read the N and say Retro Ranger. No, Ezekiel, the Chicago Retro Ranger with a 49 super chat says, "Hey, UAG and OTG, just stopping by the show to show some love. Rip iiRcade." Awesome, man. Appreciate that.
It's RIP.
The one thing I gotta say is seeing that if they're truly are done, it sucks because the best thing about being in the home arcade community is competition. Who's going to be one up competition?
Yeah,
but they weren't the competition though. They weren't. To be honest with you,
everybody that makes custom cabinets is competition.
Yeah.
No,
but when a major player, and you can say they are.
I don't think they're in the same lane.
Really, where iiRcade screwed up is they moved away from their original business model. They were originally going to be a cheap cabinet, and then they were going to sell games out the ass because the cabinets are going to be really cheap, so they're going to have a big user base, and they would sell games constantly. Right? Well, it was originally going to be $299.
See, I would have bought
that was original. Yeah, when
it was
we
originally
first
going to be $299, and they would stay at that model, and they sold them thousands of those damn cabinets. Then imagine how many games they would sell. That's where they should have stayed. But they screwed up. They started making too many SKUs. They started making branded cabinets. They had too many SKUs for the tiny company that they were. It'd be way too expensive to have a shipping warehouse, which they'd had. Which all it is, it's a warehouse you rent space in, and when you get an order, you send them the damn invoice, the packing slip, and they ship the son of a bitch out. People do it all the time. It's very, very standard
drop
retail.
Shipping.
Yep, drop ship.
It's a drop ship company. So that's what they had. So they had a rented office. They had this rented warehouse, no assets, no liquid funds. It's like, what the hell's going on here, really? What's actually really
overhead
happening?
for a company that's not making
$299
influx of cash?
So Mensa wanting to speak on that $299, Gunther. I think that struck a nerve there. That $299.
Which one is that one?
When this whole thing started off, the
$249 for ours.
crew came in and brought a lot of people to iiRcade. And then because new faces came in, they were like, "Hey, man, the games aren't really up to snuff." So they created this division in the group, the $299 crew and the OG crew.
Mm-hmm.
And I got it straight from John himself that Rainwater was to basically boot all the $299 crew. Because John, and I got the receipts, as everybody knows, said explicitly he would no longer sell it for $299, and that he thought everybody who bought it for $299 was pretty much ungrateful. Well, and that was the biggest mistake he has ever made. And that sale will never happen again. And look what he done did again.
The biggest mistake was raising it after the original Kickstarter. They raised that price up to $600, right? It was like $599 or something. Too much. That's too much. Everybody knows that's too much for that machine.
And it was just a bar top, not even a full.
We can go buy a badass Android tablet for $100.
How about the whole thing for $299?
Right? So the summit needs to be as cheap as possible. It needs to be $200, $300 tops. and you need to sell the hell out of the games. That's all there is to it. But
All right, but what
strayed from
about
that.
all the Gunther? What about all the people that are just screaming right now that are in panic mode, telling everybody to go buy games? Messiah, you and I were talking earlier. They can pull games off your machine even though you bought them.
The games
Yeah.
can have a what is it called?
The
That's the age
arcade
we
zone
live in
guys.
now
Do you
these days,
recall
guys.
when I made
That's
the
the age
complaint
we
to you
live in
guys
now
that
these
It'll
my
have a
days.
games were being
timer.
self-removed?
The
But that's the age we live in
license can have a
nowadays.
timer and say, okay, a year from it's been downloaded, that's when it turns off. That's very simple. It doesn't have to need to be online to do that.
And they're gone. So all these people that are running out and buying these games, I wouldn't be doing that right now if I were you.
No.
I think you're
That would be really
You can't
fucked up if that
unconnect the
happens.
internet from
And-
it. You have to change your whole router. You can't unconnect it.
Yeah. No, it'll be I can't remember what the damn term is, man, but it's fuck, man.
It's like a DRM or something like that.
With the
Yeah.
that would be kind of messed up and misleading, as the company would tell you. You know, buy these games; they're on your system for as the lifetime of you having the system, and then you do an update or you do something or something messes up because it's a game. And, you
What
know, it's
happened?
software.
My games are being
That's-
removed.
Don't forget
It
that's the
happened
age we
to 'em.
live in now these days. That's the age we live in. They could once it officially goes out of business, they can close the servers to all that, and you're fucked.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Yes or no? It's true.
That's
Your
why
accounts
I
are
really
gone.
that's why I like the Arcade 1-Up online system. It will work forever because it's peer-to-peer. There's no servers you're going through. If you have somebody else that has that same cabinet, damn thing will work forever. So that's really
You
a
got
cool
combat
system.
tribes.
It really is.
Maybe we'll finally get a real Double Dragon release. Someone will come out with one, not an overpriced
can't
fucking
say.
looking like
Maybe,
a goddamn slot
maybe.
machine.
Maybe they will.
We got a $2 super chat from Prince Malcolm. Remember these words: iArcade does not need Capcom.
Now there's
Oh,
a lot
man.
of talk about the games on iArcade. They actually do have some good games on the sumbitch.
Yeah,
if
they
you-
got some good games.
You know, if you
I
really
couldn't
look
even
at it.
name five. I couldn't name five. What do you mean
Oh.
good games?
They actually do.
I got the
real
receipts on
quick,
that.
but we're
But
gonna
it's-
stop right
it's-
here because I want to hear.
Hold on.
I want to hear Tech Buzz opinion
Go
on
ahead.
this. Jack the Ripper says, "Let's talk about John's BS on MFL. Do you think that was a big hit? I think it took a big blow, and I want to hear
Kick
your
the
opinion."
shit out of them.
Tech,
What's that?
Tech.
What's
The-
that? League football?
when they said that this system was coming out, they sold units, pre-orders for Mutant League Football, and then they come out almost a year later say, "Yeah, we can't get this to run."
Honestly,
Yeah,
I think people would have been thrilled to get that game, but if I would have thrown in the towel if I was the customers right then and there. I mean, I feel like if Arcade 1-Up would have done what they did, they would have been burned at the stake 100 times over. You know it.
Oh,
I mean, look what they're
100%.
doing with Fast and the Furious and even Blitz. They would have
They
been
lied about that
eaten
MFL, by the way.
alive for that. And I mean, I'm not a big Mutant League football fan, but
Fuck yeah,
I
Mutant
know
League
there's a
all
lot
the
of
way.
people that wanted it.
Yeah, there's a couple of what Bill's saying right there. There's a couple of different things going on that could help iArcade exist later.
Yep.
I don't
Go
know
to mobile.
I don't know what all we should talk about, but there are a couple of acquisitions that could possibly jump on board that would turn iArcade into a cheap way into a certain infrastructure.
Sell
I
their
don't- I don't
games
know
on
what
phones.
all I wanna
Well,
talk
we
about
were
there.
we were talking about this earlier, and I honestly think that they're originally I thought they were going to build a console.
That's
I mean,
what that's what I thought they were
I thought
going to do.
they were going to go down, but then I was thinking about it. I'm like, they're going to go the way of Steam. They keep saying that they're a software company. Well, how else are you going to do it? You got to create some kind of cloud service where it has all your game list, and you're going to be able to play it on a PC. That's the only thing I can come up with.
So what iArcade has historically done is try to reinvent the wheel over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
When they first jumped on board, when they first had a cabinet, I thought, damn, this would be genius to have an AntStream cabinet. It plays AntStream. It plays jam.gg. It takes all these services and it puts it onto an arcade platform, an arcade interface. You can go wake up in the morning. I can play my shit. I can run down my leaderboard. I can see where the Lakers are at. I can throw a couple of bets down, and I can run my ass to work. That's what I was hoping iArcade was going to be. It was going to be an adult arcade interface, an appliance, basically. And you were going to go on there, and you're going to play your games. You're going to do all kinds of shit on there. It never happened. And I was really hoping to see that, and the first company that does that has an interface that's streamlined. It doesn't look like it come from 96. It has tickers. They give you news that you want, your sports scores.
Sports tickers.
It has apps on there. You got AntStream. You got YouTube. Whatever the fuck you want on there. Whoever does this, and this is not, they got TVs with this shit now. You just buy a TV and the interface is on the TV. This is not rocket science we're talking here, right? So we do something like it's on a Fire TV. You put that damn thing on an arcade interface with joysticks and buttons. So louts like us that like to play on an arcade interface, you can do that. Fucking done. That's it. But now they have to try to reinvent the wheel to create their own online system, their own leaderboards, their own blah, blah, blah. Like, what the hell are you doing?
Gold cabinet.
I got something on what Gunther just said.
Go ahead. What you got?
So that was actually John's patent. I got the receipts on that too, right? And
Reese file patents all damn day long, man.
Yeah, well, they like, but some of them, like he was going for it. So my point was that was apparently his original dream.
That's a hell of a stretch, some of those patents that they were filing. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I'm just saying that was the original gimmick, was that when he released his fundable site and he had those patents out, it was supposed to be everything you dreamed of. And that's what he was trying to sell to people.
What that is
never came to fruition. We're talking,
you pile up a shitload of patents. You say, this is us. Yep. We want investment. This is what we're going to do. We're going to own trackballs on arcades. We're going to own light guns on arcades. Blah blah blah.
So Gunther,
you can't own
that.
Gunther, the question I have for you, since you're a little bit more intimate and you and Mensa with this, is what do you think that their downfall was just that they weren't able to implement all these ideas that they had? Or like where did it all fall apart?
Look at that. He deleted his live stream.
No, it's not
I don't doubt that at all. It fell apart.
Look, Brad did something smart.
My thought is it fell apart whenever they moved away from the original $299 plan of selling the cabinets cheap. You sell the cabinets cheap so you can get a ton of them out there, and then your user base is built up. Then all the game manufacturers can be like, oh shit, look at these guys. They got 100,000 cabinets out there. I'd love to give them a game instead of 10,000. Oh, they got 10,000.
They turned to the goal, like out of the blue.
Well, how would you make that goal? The goal was too soon.
You know what else they were doing? They were doing that was smart. Jong in the beginning.
That with Retromania Wrestling.
I was just going to say that with Retromania Wrestling, because Jong was doing something smart. A lot of the guys that were on Retromania Wrestling, he was giving those wrestlers cabinets and they were promoting them.
Oh yeah, that's smart.
That was smart. That's smarter than giving any influencer a cabinet.
Absolutely.
Because these guys are on the game, right?
Absolutely. Those guys those guys are at the fights. They got the cabinets at the fights. They're at training.
Exactly. And you know what he said to the one when Demolition was at a signing here locally, and we were trying to get them a cabinet. John goes, I don't have the overhead anymore to give cabinets out. That was another sign that went off in my head and goes, there's trouble in paradise.
This ain't good.
You can give out cabinets to other people, but you're not going to give them out to the wrestlers that are on this cabinet. Now, he did give out some. I mean, I know there's guys on there that like Stevie Richards.
Warhorse had one. Yeah.
A bunch of these guys got them, which was, again, that's smart. That's smart marketing, right?
Yeah, it is.
But then all of a sudden you pull the plug on that, and you could have given them out to other guys that you were adding to the cabinet who would have promoted the crap out of that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was a big mistake. That was a huge mistake. He should have kept that going at all costs.
But what was the I want to say this to the panel. What was the purpose of going gold when you ain't even got 8 months out of the original?
Yeah.
Why go gold?
And there's no reason and creative FOMO. That was it.
Yeah.
I think there was a criticism.
Massive mistake. It was a massive mistake.
Yeah, why go?
They should have gotten at least one more year with the OG cabinet.
Yep. People were saying that John said that it was going to be 5 years until it ever was to drop. There was going to never be a 2.0 yet. And this
trash later,
he announced it, and they flipped in the community saying, "You owe us a free cabinet." Da, 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 da.
Let's let OGG jump in here because I haven't heard from him. He had some words of wisdom. Go ahead.
Well, dude, I wasn't gonna say anything.
Motherfucker, you just was gonna say something, and then you. Oh man!
No. Oh, you talking about that? No, about the gold. I was gonna say what I feel like is they couldn't handle the criticism. Like when people were just criticizing it for not having a lit marquee, a weird shape, it looked ugly. I think John didn't like the fact that it looked ugly because remember from the original design, it was ugly as fuck. when
That's
it was
what I
white
liked about it.
and all
it was
that.
different.
So,
It was a
yeah.
different cabinet.
I honestly
It grew
didn't
on
mind
me. It definitely grew on me, and it's different. I did like it when it was in it, but I still don't like the gold. But I think the gold was just from the criticism, and they went way too early. How much money did they lose on the gold?
Lost their ass.
Yeah.
Lost their
The
ass.
problem with the gold is no different from the original. All
Yeah.
it has is USB and software, a JBL audio software, which you can put on the original cabinet. That's it.
Yeah, it's
you literally gave us a USB that you could have added prior, and you
Hey,
sold
hey,
it
hey,
for
hey! Let me
$500
interrupt. Let me interrupt. I gotta get going. I gotta get
Okay.
going, guys.
Okay,
My
man.
phone's at 1%,
All right, man.
and I'm in the middle of nowhere right now. I'm standing next to a stop sign, so I gotta
Not
go get my
good.
dog on the treadmill to charge my phone since I'm homeless. You know.
Take it easy, man.
Y'all be good. Later.
All right.
Later,
All right,
dude.
Peace, man.
Uh,
Oh man.
Well, that's the other thing. How do you justify? Okay, you got Sinden light gun technology, right?
Oh,
And
that's
people are like, are you going to get this? It's a great technology. But how are you going to justify $400 or $500 for a gun on a $400 or $500 cabinet to play one game?
hey, me and Mensa
Not
ran ran send in on our Steam Deck.
That's what I'm saying. I would rather buy it. I would rather buy it for a
I
Steam
mean-
Deck or the PC or something else like that.
I
Like, ain't
emailed
buying it for no
Sinden. It's not
iRcade.
possible for Bluetooth technology on the original. So literally, they're going to give us the board again, aka probably Glenn's new Pi board style, and he's going to flash USB capabilities on it, and then they're going to give us the board back. All they had to do is sell us a board, and everybody's happy. But instead, they're going to comprise it in this Glenn deck and sell us again something that we don't need.
If
Tech Buzz.
if the Glenn deck comes out,
Tech Buzz. I said that. I said, why are you trying to push this gold cabinet with one game, right? Label a hater for that, right? That I think that's one of the biggest downfall of this company is the community that they fostered. You are not allowed to have an opinion because feedback is important. Without feedback, a lot of the improvements for any of these companies, whether it was Ad Games, whether it was Arcade 1-Up, whether it was iArcade, they wouldn't have happened if we didn't have the feedback from the community. Wanted to silence us.
Didn't we just get like, I know I did. I just got persecuted in a bunch of videos for liking the Fast and the Furious from Arcade 1-Up that only has one game on it.
Oh yeah, you got dragged. I saw them comments, Haywood.
Like okay, hey, look,
that.
I don't care though because it's fun. My family likes it. Whatever. My point is, those guys burned Arcade 1-Up at the stake, and I'm not trying to sound like a fanboy here because I hate them all equally. Let's just be honest, okay? But to be real, you're gonna sit there and do video after video as an iArcade fanboy, and say, well, Arcade 1-Up brought out one game. Well, what about the gold cabinet? You have one shooter game, and you're telling everybody, "Oh, this is great. Go buy a $600 Sinden gun." Right?
That's a lie they have.
Hey, UAG, that's when you made that comment. Remember, you're like, they're trying to tell this man how to make his video.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Like, because you said, I'm gonna make space and get rid of this cabinet. Like, this man can do what the fuck he wants.
And Rexer called me a gatekeeper, and I didn't once say to anybody, don't buy the iArcade, but I also said I'm getting rid of NBA Jam because nobody plays it.
Let me address that. The gatekeeper comment. I'm glad you brought that up. Who are the real gatekeepers? Because I know Tech Buzz, you've always reached out. You guys here have reached out. Dubs has even reached out. Brad ain't never reached out to me. We didn't have him on the show.
UAG remembers. UAG, you remember when the Retro gatekeeper? Buzz? We did that. We did the community show, and you guys, you didn't even have a show yet. You guys all would jump on we were trying to encourage you guys to get started. Brad forgets those days. Brad forgets who gave him his start. Rexer forgets who gave him his start. I said it in the chat room. Me, P-Dubs, and Glenn saved his sorry butt because Retro Ralph couldn't make it. Okay? Rexer was going to have to cancel the show. He calls up us. He says the chat, and he says, hey, can you guys jump on the show? His biggest show he ever had.
Moat. What up,
and
man?
this is how he
thanked
the guys.
People forget. People
But
forget where they
I'm a
came
gatekeeper.
I don't think.
Right?
Man,
I'm a gatekeeper.
I don't think you a
forgets.
gatekeeper at all, man. But people, they're getting too big. How you say no quarter? Too big for their britches.
Yeah.
See if
What's
you
up with the What's
You
a
know what?
big G here? What was the joke about the zone? I'd like to know.
Well, yeah, I want to hear that.
Yeah, what was the joke?
Guys, next.
Wait a minute, hold on. iiRcade Zone was a joke. Who was Big G? Probably one of them.
I wonder who that is.
Probably one of them.
And real quick, it was kind of weird, right? That Brad was like trying real hard to be on like every show like a couple weeks ago, and I just found
Can
that
I get
weird.
a link?
It's just like the
Can I get a
timing.
link?
What up?
Hey, send
Well,
Big
what's
G
up,
a
Mo?
link.
Let's do the introduction of Mo. What's up, Mo?
What up, Mo? You got
What up, brother?
Look, y'all.
Listen,
don't even,
remember the rules.
y'all don't even
Remember
let
the
them-
rules when you come into this one. I told you.
Oh, we ain't on a Wednesday night. This ain't official. This is we ain't gotta be biased. Look, y'all heard what I said last week, and then some tweets got twisted. The message stands. You know what I mean? Listen, if people want to sit out there and they want to argue against factual evidence, if you see stuff from a .gov that Mensa, aka Messiah, spent $20 to show that there are shells in 3 different states. If you hear receipts from other individuals in that community bashing other people and then they want to play coy, that's not my business. I'm here because the people asked me to be here. Y'all know what it was. Y'all said it earlier. I've been watching the whole goddamn stream while I'm out and about, talking about, yo, we've been saying this is this, saying this is that. People doing the creepo stuff, trying to record people while they having conversations. Some of us chilled up and parlaying in one side of the room, the other side dick sucking on the other. We've all said all this already, right? You know what I'm saying? Look, facts are facts. You can't argue numbers. Women lie, men lie, numbers don't lie. The numbers state that, hey, 86K in debt. Hey, these people aren't getting paid. This could be the reason why Double Dragons don't lower line, because they can pay for the licensing. And now you've got people backpedaling after week after putting out an apology. Why would they take you a week to put out an apology in the first place? To some, what do y'all say he likes to look like? Y'all say he likes to look like Voldemort. To Voldemort taking 2 of my tweets that had nothing to do with him at all, and then go ahead doing the live stream Saturday night. And then the most cowardice thing in the world is to have a 24-hour sub thing up, because I'm not sub to the guy. But I see my man Godly, yo, shout out to the elder God in the chat, trying to tell him, yo, send me an invite. You know why I don't get invites? Because I'll cook anybody with nothing but facts. I don't need to have opinions. Facts speak volumes. You cannot argue that. Meanwhile, we're sitting here on a Tuesday night, mind you. Yeah, I mean, listen, some of y'all should be checking out $6 movies, whatever else, right? Going to see Dominic Toretto doing dumb other crap, or going to see Little Mermaid or whatever, right? But this is going on a Tuesday night. And while that's fine, however, I'm happy that people are getting their just desserts. I'm glad that the light is coming to the light is shining bright.
That's why I got my glasses on for that.
And the stuff is coming, out. And the one thing you cannot do is argue irrefutable evidence. You can talk all the trash you want to. You can say Moat sucks, UAG sucks, OTG sucks. You know what I'm saying? You can say whoever y'all want to sucks, but you can't argue those facts. You can't argue what's documented. You can't argue that the actions don't line up with the current state of things. Some people have gone 0 Dark 30. It is what it is. It's not just a clever movie title. It's actual actions IRL. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm gonna let y'all continue. Oh yeah, and good job getting Damien off. Hey Damien, don't be begging for no link when you don't sitting here and do nothing but breathe on your goddamn AirPods. You sat here.
I don't know what he came on here for, bro.
I sent him, bro. I love Damien. Damien's great. I sent him a link. Thinking he was gonna say something. I don't know nothing about
what the hell's going on.
What are you doing here, then?
What game is on there?
Listen, we tried to help the brother out.
So to that, I
got a link. He got a link.
While there are some games on the iiRcade, they might not all be AAA bangers or whatever else, right? There are games on there. I feel bad for the investors. I feel bad for the Kickstarters. I feel bad for the people who just bought the Retromania bundles and the Dragon's Lair bar top cabinets, because they stuff went on sale. Like King said, this was a liquidation.
Sir, you froze, so I want you to
That's
refresh.
okay.
People
That's all right.
see your face.
No.
Listen, why that happened?
No. Listen, let it rock. Because Gossip Fanboy made a whole video with my face like this, so I'm gonna let it rock.
I was just gonna say, I'm thinking that you're running off of iiRcade HDMI out or something.
No. You know, this is so. I don't know if anybody's updated their cam link lately or whatever else, right? But that thing's been kind of trash.
Oh, remember I had some trouble with it.
Yeah.
Now you're just a gift. You're like a still.
Yeah. Well, we working on it.
Remember?
So just real quick, the poll is still up. We got 139 in there, and Shitty Games has overtaken Brad.
Okay,
40%. Brad is at 32.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
I just hate
so.
using it.
so I wouldn't say they're all like crappy games. I mean,
no. There's some good
No.
games on there.
yeah, I'm probably the worst one because I really like, again, family games, right? Beach buggy racing,
Yeah,
was a lot of
family games
fun.
for sure.
We had that Retromania was great. I forget the name of it. Maybe you guys can help.
I'm
It was the black and white one that came out at Halloween. I thought that was
The-
pretty
Oh,
decent.
Oh,
I thought it was decent.
That's
I didn't.
pretty cool.
It's not the greatest. but it was
Hollow
decent.
something. I think. it was.
Hollows something.
It's an indie game.
Hollow Knight.
What
Hollow
was
Knight.
the
Hollow
one
Knight.
that Gunther? I think I even played with you. The one that we played, it was almost like Bomberman, where you were like you're like
Bomb Squad.
Bomb Squad. I thought that was pretty
Yep.
decent. So I mean, there's a bunch of games on there, but like it goes back to the people that have shilled this for so long. Like, even if they could come out with the next AAA titles to try to save this machine, and I still want no part of it. You could put the Fast and the Furious on there. You want to use that? You want to use that against me? All right, use it against me.
Good
Give me
lord.
the steering wheel, put Fast and the Furious. I'm still selling the stupid cabinet.
Real quickly.
Mike,
So this guy can
real
stop
quick.
crying.
Whoa,
I got.
whoa.
Yeah, read
Hold on.
it.
Before you read Console Fanboy's super chat, can I echo something else that Casey said earlier tonight?
Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
Bro,
What did I
some
say?
of y'all don't even
Uh-oh.
belong here. Like, I'm reading the chat right now. Some of y'all don't even belong here, man. You know what I'm
Call
saying?
it out. Call it out.
Y'all come here. Y'all in here
Call it
like
out.
y'all listening to Drake. Like y'all in y'all feelings like this 2019. Some
Call
of y'all
it
don't
out.
even need to be here. Y'all should go do something else productive.
Since you haven't been here, you got to read this
All right.
even though it says me. You read it.
Fine. It's covering my face, so that's fine. $9.99 super chat for Console Fanboy. UAG, please read this. I paid good money for this. Brad is a false striker, doxer, liar, racist, transphobic, plagiarizer. Call me Zotar. Call Damian homeless. He is 100% why iiRcade is done.
100.
Yeah,
That's a
You
lot.
got another 2% out of the people, so it's working. It's working.
Play it again.
Wait. I'm disappointed, Console Fanboy. You forgot one other one.
Uh-oh.
Pedophile protector.
That is true.
Oh yeah.
Enabler.
Come on.
I like
so,
that better.
You're losing your touch, man. Come on.
Yeah. He must have not had his notebook out because he got a notebook. He got receipts. He keeps his receipts. I got to give him that. But
we like me better.
with that being said,
Like me better.
Mo, you haven't been here, but you've been watching, right?
I have,
And
I
so
have.
the question that I asked most of the community, I want to ask you, is where do you think that the misstep for iiRcade, where did they go wrong? Because they had a good start in the beginning. They had a lot of the community backing them because of the crying of John. We backed them there. We was like, okay, we're gonna push you. We're gonna make this go. He had an awesome Kickstarter, and then it seemed like it started falling off the rails. And I don't know exactly when. So that's the question I have for you. Where do you think that they missed up?
Honestly, they let the community take the wheel. And hold on, before anybody gets upset, this isn't a dig at the community as a whole. What I'm saying is they let certain individuals in the community take the wheel. They got out there and they let people start promising titles that they knew weren't coming. You know what I mean? The titles that and setting the expectations so freaking high. And when you set expectations so high and you can't meet them, you know what I mean? Like, you're setting people up for disappointment. You're setting people up for failure. You know what I mean? Like, I think that it's literally you promising titles, you know, and then when they don't come to fruition. So, for instance, you guys kept talking about Shredder's Revenge. We're gonna say Shredder's Revenge, and John was literally on a live stream. I think he wasn't he on a weekly retro party.
He was on our stream. He
literally said flat out. He said, "I'm going to Paramount. He said, I'm going to Nickelodeon. I'm going to get the rights to Shredder's Revenge just so iiRcade couldn't have it." John's petty, you know, whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? but hey, you know what I mean? Like, listen, he kept it a buck. So when you say stuff like Virtua Fighter, we're getting Sega games, et cetera, et cetera. When you set those kind of expectations and you don't deliver, it's a bad look. I've heard it stated before. If this were another company, you know what I'm saying?
It would be burnt to the stake. But Mo, what you just said is 1,000% correct, especially when you have the CEO come back and say anything is possible right after saying that.
Right. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. But listen, there's nothing wrong with optimism at all, right? I have no problems with being optimistic.
But you don't want to if you know for a fact that you can't get that,
right?
And you're just misleading the community.
Yeah, there's a difference between optimism and just lunacy, you know. And me, if I was starting a Kickstarter company, the first thing I'm not gonna say is like, yo, I can get you guys Konami titles. What? No, no, I'm gonna get you what I can get you, and then maybe if we get a high enough install base, then we can start making moves towards more major players because you still got to pay that licensing. That's kind of how business works. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, unfortunately, they don't understand that aspect. They see, ooh, piece of candy. You know, remember the James Allen thing from Family Guy? Ooh, piece of candy, and they see that go like that, right? And so then it's just like, all right, you think you got enough pieces of candy over time to where you can get a bigger title. Unfortunately, there are costs associated with those pieces of candy, and you're still pretty much at square one. So if you're still pretty much at square one, when your units aren't moving, you put a whole new line out that really isn't selling, right? And literally right now in 2023, the end of May 2023, you are watching liquidation go on currently, and people are still defending it to the death of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like they act like this is they 300 and John is Leonidas. Spartan, what is your occupation? Like, yo, that's what they acting like right now. Bro, y'all jumping in the hole too?
He's a Tommy Tallarico, man.
Here's the reality of it, right? By this, and I hate saying this because I still own this Mamma Jamma.
Oh, man.
By this time next year, a lot of them same content creators and same community members, they're gonna be trying to slide into at games DMs and trying to come back over to Arcade One Up. And I hate to say it, but that's unfortunately the sad truth about it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like
that's actively happening right now.
I'm about to say that. That's probably
we don't have to wait a year. That's happening right now.
Listen, I'm trying to slide away from the home arcade market. I'm trying to slide.
Right.
No, but seriously, because I think there's so much more to gaming. I'm just over all this stuff, man.
Yeah.
Like,
literally, it's stupid that people even waste time and make streams about it.
I'm running out of room.
Hypocrisy when I'm sitting on the stream like this, right?
I don't even want to. I don't even want to do video. I didn't even want to do the review on the Fast and Furious. I don't even want to do any videos on any cabinets that I buy because I feel like I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. And I know there's people that value my opinion, appreciate my opinion. There's people that hate me, and that's okay. You're entitled to that.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to get back to like the reason I started doing videos on this stuff is because my kids enjoyed it. My kids were the reason that I bought my first Arcade One Up because it was a game that I played as a kid. My kids are the reason I got into collecting console games and I play console games now. That's the reason why I want to get like this whole thing. I love creating content on it, but I want to do it on my terms. I don't want to be dictated by the community to say, well, if you do that, you're a shill, or if you do that, you're a gatekeeper. If you do that, you're attacking this content creator, or heaven forbid somebody doesn't like that console. That's bull crap, man.
Right.
If you don't like PlayStation 5 and I do a video on it, it's okay. Say that you don't like it or don't watch it. It's okay.
Shit.
Like if you play a game that I don't like, I'm gonna say I don't like it. That doesn't mean you can't do a video on it. Like enough is enough.
Minson, what you doing?
They after him. They after him.
That comment from Steven shook so hard it knocked over his device. You ain't got no voice now.
Muted.
You ain't got no voice now. Look, he ran. You ain't got no voice. Look. He listen. Y'all take the shade out.
I think they took him out.
All that back and say it all over again.
We can't hear you.
I gotta say that.
There it goes.
There's people in the community who know who the fuck I am, and you got Brad G in there crying like a little bitch. We know it's you, Rainwater. Stop crying.
It's one of those louds.
I love it. I love it.
Like, there's only a few
one of those
people who know
swines.
who I am.
Pull up that
Like
comment.
last time he tried to troll me, and he called me like by how it's Messiah is supposed to be truly spelled, and it's like I'm Ronan Drummond on YouTube, and you call me Messiah, proper name on. It's you idiot.
We called that
You know
idiot
it's you.
Rubberneck once, and he went and looked up the definition. I've never had
I remember
anybody
that.
look
I
up the
remember that.
definition of a name that we call somebody before. I mean, it was something else.
Hey, but he the one saying me and Gunther couldn't do our own YouTube channel, and then now he's bringing up the who else gonna say something like that, Gunther? Come on, we know.
It's like they're
Stop
the only one who
hiding
cares
behind
about
burner
me
accounts.
you know,
Stop hiding
be mad at
behind
me.
burner accounts. I don't get it.
Zohar, that damn song, I'm telling you, man, when I hear that son of a bitch, I can't believe it. I haven't heard it before. I watched your show many times, but I've never
kick
seen the
Big
intro.
G, man.
I just recently saw the intro a few days ago. Oh my God, man, that is hilarious.
You know what,
That is-
Zohar, if you're listening, I want to request a R&B song about the iArcade. But because of Worst Jago, you got to bring back the old school when you did the I arcade when you did that shit. Bring it back, man.
I'm gonna ask the panel this.
Because
Do
he
you
writes
think that the
back.
GRS panel will still be released,
Pull up
or
Canadian
if
Philly.
not, what the price? First of
I'll
all,
kick it-
I don't
I'll
think
kick
that
it
there's
off.
any price, but that's the. I know Glenn always tries to do the community a solid and get the price down, but it's out of his control. He has
I
to
don't
get the
think it's
parts
him.
from
As a
from
friend of
from
Glenn,
them.
I hope he makes this happen so that the iArcade owners that'll still have this even after the complete utter meltdown that's going to happen are happy. I really do.
I think that
But
boy
it's not
needs to
going to
pull out
change
as
whether
soon
I
as
buy it or
possible.
not.
I think
he
he's
needs to
getting.
bail.
I'm with Gunther. I think he's getting held up because I
Yeah,
have
he's-
Oh, he
Glenn's
is
joke.
definitely getting held up. 100%.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he's gonna. They're gonna push all the liability on him. They're gonna be like,
Yep,
all right,
that's what I think gonna happen.
here's the PCBs. They're all in Glenn's hands.
You gotta buy
got
it.
any issues, guys? Talk to Glenn about it. That's
Yep.
what's gonna happen.
Because
You're
nobody.
100% right.
I don't want that
Nobody-
liability to fall in his lap. That'd be a bitch, man.
Yep.
Warranty is screwed.
Nobody
Warranty is
answered.
screwed.
Nobody answered my question when I asked, and Mensa was there. And when I asked, will I have to reseat my PCB if I get Glenn's deck? Oh, well, we got some workarounds. Mike Zvebek, we got some workarounds I figured out. Well, if I go and move my PCB and brick it, then what? I'm gonna come after GRS or what?
It's going to cost you $300 for a new PCB.
So nobody answered my PCB question. How is this going to happen? I don't know. I don't think it's going to drop.
Honestly, I think that's a question for Glenn if you want like the real answer. And I don't know if Glenn can actually answer it, to be quite honest.
I don't think Glenn can actually answer that. But I don't think it's going to drop because I think iArcade is probably holding that up.
I see that comment from Phil there. It says John will try to sell the rights to Glenn. The thing is, there's really nothing special about it. I mean, it's all off-the-shelf stuff. It's even an Android operating software that
just flash it.
A couple of
Pandora's
guys
box.
we know right now can write a better OS. I mean, we're not talking about anything here that hasn't been done 10,000 times last week. So I don't know what the value of the company is at this point. There really is no assets. We know that.
If I was Glenn, I wouldn't even want it. I would start if I'm Glenn, I'm gonna start my own arcade. I'm gonna make my own machine.
I get my ass in Alibaba. I contact some manufacturers.
Let's just say that an actual arcade company they wouldn't purchase it.
There's nothing.
At Games wouldn't purchase it. I don't think that Arcade One Up would purchase it, and so I don't think that it's.
Yeah.
But you got to feel for Glenn a little bit, whether you agree with what happened between him and Arcade One Up. That's between them.
I feel
or he's been bent over many times by different companies, and I feel like now he's getting out of the top three. We talked about the big three: iArcade, At Games, and Arcade One Up. He's going to get bent over again, and that's what I'm afraid of for him. As a human being, okay, I hope he doesn't.
Yeah,
and I hope iArcade comes through for him, but we all know it's not going to happen.
But I hope he didn't put any capital into this.
I don't know what he's put into it.
Because that would suck. That would suck that he put in investment to try to get this up and running, and then right before the race, they just said,
I put some work into a deck myself. I bought a CNC machine. I was going to do my own deck, but after Game and Brew, it was pretty apparent that there wasn't going to be much of a future. I was like, man, it's going to be way too much effort to spool up for a whole nother product line. I'm going to cut wood and all kinds of shit. I said, man, screw it. I'm not even going to get into it.
Best decision you made.
Damn right. It really was.
Because you'd end up with all this work, man. You'd end up with all this stock, right? And what are you going to do with it? You won't be able to give it away.
Well, hold on, Gunther. I don't even believe Uplay was even offered to be at the table to even come up with a deck, right?
No, hell no, absolutely not.
I'm just being real here. I think it was just only one company that.
Wait, so there wasn't like a bidding war that went back and forth between the guys that are? Oh, that's
Uplay wasn't never at the table. I'm a part of Uplay too. We were never at
absolutely
the table.
not.
Never at the table. No. So
I didn't mind Glenn getting the gig. I mean, he does a good job of what he does. He has all the contacts with the guys over in China to make the trackballs, to make the spinners, to make all the stuff that he does. And he does a good job with it. So why should I even compete with it? My plan was to create a deck. It was going to use his components basically, and other off the shelf components. You're just going to buy the deck. You're going to populate it with either the components with the iArcade or upgraded components. It's going to be that simple. And mine had the mechanical restrictor on it. I don't know if you remember that. That was the claim to fame.
So Moat, does this go back to what you said about them listening to too many of the wrong people in the community?
Right. Because literally, it was what happened was a small. You know how it goes. A small company trying to build up. You take some notable names and some not so notable names in the community. You attempt to help each other. One hand scratches the other, and instead of listening to the people, the people who are actually purchasing it, it was more of building towards an agenda. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, I hate saying it like that, but that's what it is. What's that old saying of a rotten apple spoils a whole bunch? In this case, it was like a couple. You know what I mean? And so you saw people start distancing some away from them, dude. Like realistically speaking, in full transparency, they sent me a bunch of codes for games to review. I had a bunch of them, and literally, like I said, and I flat out said it, and I've said don't chill until I was like, dude, I can't cover the game. I was like, because I don't want that community coming to me for being honest about a review.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I've told Scott that. You know what I mean? I told when John DM'd me and he was like, hey, yo, you should come talk about this. I was like, I'd love to. I don't know if I want to because this community is like this, because I'm an arcade one-up guy. You know what I mean? Like
and Mo, some of them saying that didn't even show up to Gaming Brew, but I remember Mo at Gaming Brew.
Oh yeah. You already know.
I mean, they all everybody want to talk.
I do wish we spent more time with you, man. I didn't even get to meet you there.
No,
we were
I did.
busy trying to do everything.
No, it's all good. Like I said, we were chilling in the back. We were drinking piss warm sodas. You know what I'm saying? And
I was there.
Bad pizza. You know what I mean? Like,
OTG got something to say. Go ahead.
No, I just hate to interrupt, dude. But I'm gonna have to split, guys, because I got to wake up super early in the morning.
Didn't you start this stream?
Yeah, and it's been like right now. Look at the time. It's like I'm on the second plane of Halloween already. So
here we go with the Halloween.
Aren't you like 3 hours?
But before you leave, OTG, let's do this. We want first of all,
I got stuff going on, dude. I gotta go.
We understand, so we're gonna end it right now. Everybody, I want to say thank you for jumping on, sharing your opinions. And being part of the community. Again, this is no hate for any other company or anything like that. We just wanted to speak our truths and what we felt was the downfall. And we're going to end it right here with the poll saying 39% that it was shitty games. And I can't argue with that. I think that's one of the things, because you are selling a nostalgia, and I'm not nostalgic for any of those games. So, hey, that's one of my things. Oh, and then also,
who's garage game?
Pop a bitch. But other than those two things, that was it for me.
Tell me how you really feel, Nick. Tell me how you really feel.
Anyway, guys, we love you guys. Go subscribe to every one of these guys' channels. If you want the truth, Mensa got it. And
so real talk, I thought this was what the stream was going to be about. I thought y'all were going to sit here and y'all were just going to play that whole dossier of footage, and y'all were just going to sit here and commentate over it. That's what I thought y'all were going to do.
We've been here for 3 weeks, man. That boy's got a damn.
There's another channel that does that. We don't need to do that.
I mean, 3 years
I agree with you. Oh man,
Kevin Claus.
Anyway, guys,
this was good though. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Appreciate anytime that you guys that have a seat at the table over here.
Appreciate that.
We don't discriminate against anybody. We love everybody, whether you're on the other side of the fence or not. We'll let you always have a voice here. And then if I don't like it, that's okay. Yeah. Anyway, guys, love you guys.
Whoa! Before you hit the end button. Weekly retro party tomorrow night because the arcade won up. See, look, I'm doing your job. Ain't this?
I appreciate it. But
the plug. Arcade One Up Killer Instinct tournament tomorrow on the Arcade One Up official channel. 40 spots.
Baby.
Make sure go sign up for it. You can go see UAG Sweat and stuff, and John and Justin Long and Godly and Sosa and whoever else is tied to that. I just want to say that. See, look,
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Now you can sign up. There's somebody
where
might be out there.
Where sign up's at?
I'm gonna add it to this show right here, but it's on our
hopefully it's linked in the description, right? Hopefully it's linked in the description.
Man, I don't work on Tuesdays.
All right.
I was chilling.
I appreciate it. But I'll link it to this thing. But also, Arcade One Up is in their app. You could go to their app. You can sign up from there. You can go on their Twitter. It's on their Twitter. It's on everywhere, baby. All you gotta do is open your eyes.
Badass. They know.
There. Now I'll shut up. I was just trying to help you out.
No, I appreciate you. You're the man, the myth, the legend, and you also cancel. Bye.
You think this outro go shush me? A big cancel. You think I don't know this already?